It's a little earlier than usual, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah, we normally do the podcast around about 8:30, 9 o'clock every night, but today it's more like, well, it was supposed to be 6:30. I've just looked at my watch. It's more like 7:30. So yeah, it's taken us an hour just to sit down.
Can I just say,
Yeah.
this cake and the tea, I mean, this was unexpected. Well done, Tommy.
What?
We have got a cake.
For who?
For Sachi Poos himself.
Yay!
Happy birthday.
It was his birthday.
It feels like it was a long time
It
ago.
does
I
that
know.
because we did. I was shocked why you bought a cake.
Right, you know when I bought it, I was like, am I having a brain fart moment here? And was his birthday actually 2 weeks ago?
No, it was
then
last week.
Then you work out, you go, okay, 7th of September, that was last week. Yeah, that was when the podcast came out last week.
But it's like loads has happened since then. So it's just like, it feels like such a long time ago. And also, we kind of spoke about my birthday last week because the podcast was going to come out on the Thursday. So it kind of feels like it's all been done. But it's nice to get a cake.
Did you get messages from our lovely Brownload listeners?
I've got loads of messages on
that's
Thursday.
good.
Did you?
That's nice.
Yeah, loads. It was
That's very
nice. It's that one day of the year where you actually sometimes what did you say?
No, it was a fact. Did you hear his high pitch?
I didn't. What did you say?
Did you?
Oh, like, surprised.
No, yeah, because basically that means he got 3.
No, he doesn't get messages
Four,
because
four.
Yeah.
I only get messages of complaint.
No. On your birthday.
Even your birthday, you don't get
yeah.
messages.
But there's a solid reason why
Yeah.
you wouldn't, because your birthday is
Yeah.
Freshy's illegal immigrant birthday date,
Yes.
which is 1st of January.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I think people are just
Yeah.
busy with
hungover.
other things. Yeah, hungover,
Well, that's it. I was going to say,
mashed
most people don't remember.
Yeah, but yours, Sach, is a normal birthday.
Yeah, normal birthday.
Yeah, you're not hiding anything.
7th. No, I'm not hiding anything. 7th. I'm legal. It's fine. I'm here.
legit,
I'm here.
fine. Didn't come in on a boat.
Proper.
Didn't come
And
in.
it's that one day of the year where it's actually you get messages from people that you haven't heard in a long time, and then it's nice to talk to certain people. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
It's just like, I haven't heard from you in a while.
That's very
Again,
nice.
sorry. Did you pick up on that, Kedge? It's really nice to talk to certain people.
No one reads.
No, but then there's
not
some-
everyone.
No,
everyone.
but then there's some people that you don't even speak to them in the whole year. And like, Bob, that's a bit weird, isn't it?
No,
Like,
but that's nice. That's nice. It doesn't matter when. It
But
doesn't
that's
matter
the same
when.
with Christmas, New Year, Diwali, all those messages. You know, I get sent stuff and I'm like, we don't talk, but some people have just clearly got me on a kind of WhatsApp messaging.
Happy
mailing
Diwali,
list.
may the light of
Yeah,
something,
be
blah,
with
blah,
you,
blah,
yeah,
be
here's-
with you.
And I'm like, you've not
Yeah.
phoned me in 3 years. I literally, and if you look at them, or
Yeah.
some people, how about
Yeah.
this? Hey, did you get this? When you get a message from someone on your birthday, and the last message they sent you was for your birthday.
Love it.
From last year. I've got that. I've had that.
Mine's quite a weird one because I get a lot of DJs that I know that don't like me message me on my birthday.
What would you mean they don't like
Like, as
you?
in, no, it's like,
Hold on a minute.
you know,
This
everyone.
episode needs to be changed. DJ Wars.
No, it's
Yeah.
not like DJ Wars, but there's people
What-
where
what
you
is
know.
it- what is this? Is a whole
I
new
wouldn't-
world.
hang on a minute,
There's
it's not,
beef
not saying
in the
not
DJ
like you.
community.
I think it's the same with like radio presenters, Tom.
Yes.
Yeah. What do you mean?
Like, you know, that there's certain people that don't like you, but they'll still
What?
talk to you.
Yes.
Well, hold a minute.
Yes.
Hold a minute.
Agreed.
I didn't actually know that.
What, you don't think that exists?
I don't think they don't. Hold on. Now I feel like, look at my voice. It's gone all up there now. Because see what you've done to me.
Of course.
See what you've done.
Of
This is
course
the
they
thing.
were.
Yeah.
Of course there was rivalry.
No, but,
Of
yeah,
course.
but that doesn't mean they didn't like me. I think everybody liked me.
No, they didn't like you.
What? No,
Well,
but
we'll
I'm-
break you the
I'm-
news.
Hold a minute. Hold on. This is a whole other debate. I'm a likable guy. You're a likable guy. Him, on the other hand.
No. But that's your
Vision.
Yeah, vision. Yeah,
No, but
interpretation.
Hold on, no. I promise you, I'm not being up my own arse here when I say this.
No, I think you are.
No.
Not everyone likes you, and you got to accept that.
No, I get that not everyone will find me funny.
Yeah.
I get that I'm not everyone's perfect radio host or broadcaster cup of tea.
Yeah.
But I don't think they didn't like me.
No, I bet you told me there's people out
Oh,
there.
no, that means he knows for sure.
I bet you there's people. No, it's not I know for
No,
sure.
I knew
bet.
for- I
bet.
knew.
No. It's like,
Hold
for
on, shut
example,
up. You didn't know nothing.
Kedge don't have any haters like that because he doesn't really do anything. So it's a bit different. Like there's no.
That's
What does he
surprising.
do?
No, but that's why.
We're doing stuff. Like
Yeah.
you're a host.
Out
I'm
there.
a DJ. We're out there. What does he do?
No, he's
No,
behind the scenes.
I
pure.
He's
accumulated a
behind
lot
the
of
scenes,
haters
yeah.
because I work with Tommy.
No.
No.
way.
No,
Listen.
what I meant to say
Kedge
is
is-
because we all became very, very good at what we did.
Right. Okay, I get that.
And the way Desi's work is jealousy creeps in.
Yeah, so I mean, it was quite weird. Like, I got a few people message me on my birthday, and I was just like, "Well, you've never messaged me. Like, what's it?" And I know that you don't like me because it's just.
But
You
then,
get-
but
you
then
get
if
that
I didn't like someone, I wouldn't even bother.
Yeah, I wouldn't bother either.
No, exactly.
But that's what I
But-
mean. It's quite.
But then it might
Weird.
be it might be a strategic message because look, if I think you know how the DJ scene works and more so than I do, but Sach is quite big in the DJ game. Like when any time I go to any gig, like I'm hosting a wedding. I don't do many. I do 4 or 5 weddings a year. But I do events where there are DJs, where there are sound guys. They all know who you are. And actually, it's sometimes a bit awkward, and I won't name places or events because I'll call myself out here.
Right.
Where they come in and they go, yeah, Sach is my boy.
Oh,
And
that's what I mean.
they're talking to me like, yeah, and I'm like, well, he's never mentioned.
Has anyone ever come up to has anyone ever come up to you and said, Kedge is your boy?
No one ever go. No, his dad. And even then, he was like,
reluctant.
So his mum tells me.
Reluctantly, yeah.
He's like, I don't know for sure. We're going on Jeremy Kyle next week.
Yeah, we need the test.
No, but I mean, sorry. My point is,
I know what you mean.
I think we're likable people. They might not like your music choice, maybe. They might not like some of my jokes, maybe.
No,
but we're likable guys.
It's not. It's only out of envy.
Yeah.
It's only out of envy.
Yeah, no, I think so.
And jealousy.
So,
That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's only out of
But I mean, on the whole, birthday was good. And do you know what? I actually went out with my mates for dinner that day. Because I remember last week I was saying, my birthday's cancelled. We've got to eat that special food and stuff. Do you know what? It just worked out quite well. My mates were like, come, let's go out. I was like, cool. Let's go.
What did you eat then?
We went Italian.
And did you have...
I was veggie.
It was a big spread.
good.
It was a big spread.
Good. Oh, yeah, did I say
Yeah, you put it on the old Insta.
If you weren't going Indian on your food,
Yeah.
I think Italian is the best veggie option. I'm just thinking Mexican, no. Chinese,
No, Mexican
no.
does have some good veggie options.
What?
doesn't
No,
it?
Mexican's good.
What?
Burritos, nachos.
With what? Just jol?
Quesadillas.
Jol and beans?
Nacho-
But where does their
Stuff.
substance come from? Like, they don't do... They're like, pizza's got, Italian's got pizza, it's
that's
got
the
bread,
substance.
cheese, tomato sauce. That's enough, even with some veg cup. But what's...
No, I don't mind a veggie Mexican.
What would you put in it? It's
No,
just
but
going to be
no,
soya stuff and all
no,
that.
it's not that. It's just I'm happy with rice and beans and
rice,
stuff
beans
like
and
that.
salad.
No,
Yeah,
that's all
salad.
bits on the side.
Salad.
There's a hole on the plate. When you say rice, bean, salad, I'm like...
He needs animal.
And, no, or a veggie patty or something. You know,
Halloumi.
yeah.
That very Mexican cheese.
Yeah, no, but they don't do... I'm saying, so
No, they
yeah,
don't.
like even like actually a Turkish, you can get the grilled like
Moussaka.
mushrooms, or the moussaka, whatever. There's options. I'm just saying, if you were going to go veggie for the day, and
You'd probably go
I take
Italian.
Desi's number one. No, Indian food is number one.
You didn't fancy Indian food,
for
though.
veg. Yeah, no, you didn't fancy.
Nah.
But a good Italian. What'd you have? Arrabbiata.
I was really good. Yeah, so I had me and my mate. One of my other mates was veggie as well. So we got an arrabbiata and we got a risotto and we shared. Had a bit of both.
Bit of creamy and a bit of
Yeah,
tomato.
It was nice. It was nice.
A good risotto.
And a pizza
hard
for
to
the
find.
table.
Yeah.
Got pizza for the table. For
Yeah,
all the boys. Yeah, it was
I
good.
love that. Pizza for the table.
But it was so like all my other mates were all eating, and I was just like, oh man, that looks so good. You know, when you're just there's two of you that are just veggie, and everyone else is just like mashing up whatever they eat.
Welcome to my world.
No, but look,
No, but Kedge, it's different for you. You don't eat that.
you don't
We
want
do.
it.
I don't want to eat
Yeah.
it. But your birthday was sort of marked the special momentous occasion in the British calendar, and that was the start of the Indian summer.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Was it? Did it start on his
Yeah,
day?
it
Or
was on that
No,
Friday.
all
It was
last week.
No, well,
Hang on,
The
I think
weekend was hot.
Friday it
Yeah.
really started
picking up.
It's
Yeah.
really
No, to be
started-
fair, I think the whole week was generally okay. Like
Yeah.
it was nice.
Yeah,
it
it
was,
was very warm. But Friday, Saturday was
Saturday was the hottest day of the year.
hottest day of the year. Saturday and
How's that work? A week in
In
September,
September.
in England,
I know.
people listening around the world, this country is known for rubbish
But
weather.
there you go. That's how it's shifting. That's how all of the the climate warming and all of this kind of
Climate
stuff. is-
warming.
No,
Yeah,
it's
global
nothing to do
warming.
with
That as
climate
well.
warming.
That as well.
Climate warming.
I couldn't think of the word.
Eating, planeting.
It's weird because that just shows you how rubbish our summer was. If it's coming in September.
But was it rubbish as well? And you know what?
Yeah,
'Cause-
of course
It was
No,
rubbish.
but people
Of course
said
it was.
it was-
Bruv, the whole time Kedge was away for whatever 3 weeks he was in Portugal, it rained every day.
Oh, okay. And I was in Canada that
yeah,
time.
it
Yeah,
rained
it was
every day.
horrific.
Okay.
It was
I thought it was
horrific.
good. I thought it was all right.
Nah,
then.
it was rubbish.
But didn't we have an early summer? Didn't we have a bit
Yeah, but
about-
that was about a week.
in June.
Yeah.
Which was, nothing
that,
special.
That doesn't count. That's just warming up.
I think this year, really, we've had 2 full weeks where the sun's been out and there's not been any rain.
Okay.
Which is a bit poor.
But, okay, so what were you doing on the hottest day of the year? Where were you on Saturday?
I mean, I was at, do you know what? I was at a wedding and I got to say.
Oh, it's
in
not a good
all
weekend for a wedding.
In all the years that I've DJ'd, that was the hardest gig I've done. In terms of,
Really?
it was so hot in there. All my clothes were stuck to me.
Oh, shit.
It was just too hot.
Like a pool party.
It was. It felt
Fun
like
party,
it.
yeah.
It felt like it for everybody that was in there, and it was like in this place in London,
No AC?
central
No
London.
AC?
There was AC, but it was just too hot, Kedge. Even though there was AC, it was just too many people in one place.
What about your portable little fan?
Yeah, it was there, but it was just hot air, isn't it?
Yeah.
And do you know what? That was a bit of a lifesaver when at the beginning. But then when everyone comes closer to you for the party,
Oh, man.
game over.
Were you gilly? Gilly all over.
I don't know what I was,
Millie
mate.
Gilly,
You
man,
could call
Millie
me
Gilly.
Billy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Honestly,
really?
I didn't
Silly
have a
Billy.
clue what my name was. When I came out of that room, I was just like gasping for air.
Do you always? What was the DJ attire for you that day?
What do you mean?
Like, what you,
Oh, so do you know what? Actually, so
Word is attire.
it's
attire.
attire. Yeah.
Attire.
So
Attire.
it's usually like some black chinos, like trousery sort of things.
So fresh. Yeah.
Which again was stuck to me.
Oh man.
It is what it is.
black jeans. Why would you go black jeans?
No, but like, well, you have to wear like trousery chinos.
Oh, okay,
It's got to be
fine.
smart, innit? You can't go in there with.
Should have
shorts,
found
mate.
ones with a bit of hava circulation in it.
No, but it's you got to look smart, right?
Right.
And that day, I actually wore a black T-shirt with a jacket.
Oh, sad. You're like the rest of the Asian
no.
population who wears all black everything when it's 48 degrees.
No, but that doesn't matter when you're
you
indoors.
have to. When you're standing, the reason why DJs wear black, and I'll tell you why, at a wedding, if the background's black, you blend in. And that's what you... If I'll go there wearing pink, Kedge, then you're going to stand out.
DJ, you got
Yeah.
No, it doesn't work like that, Wally.
You could wear a sparkly mirror jacket.
Lights.
You know, like
Disco
Lou Rock.
dancer
You just
type
don't
of
get it.
top.
That's
Now-
why Kedge would never get booked if he was
Yeah,
DJ.
yeah. Well, he'd be the
I'd
guy
bring
that
the
turns
show,
up
though.
with a baggy kind of Hawaiian shirt.
I'd bring the
You
show. I
can't dress
couldn't
like
DJ.
that.
Yeah.
And you know what? It got to a point, like I got there, I think I put my jacket on for 2 minutes. People came into the room. It got so hot, I took it off. I was
Yeah.
just wearing a T-shirt.
Well, I on Friday night was...
But it's a banging party.
Good.
Just saying.
Good. Yeah, I bet it was.
Banging
Of
party.
course
I
it
was
was.
going to say that very quickly because I was at a wedding as well. That when the room is warm, temperature warm,
People go for it.
People go for it,
Yeah.
and they're thirsty, so they're drinking more.
Yep.
I was Friday. I was out and out for a couple of drinks because a good friend of ours who I play football with every week, he lives locally, is now moving.
Not good for an hours, as he just said there,
No,
because
you
we've
don't
never
know
met
him.
any
You
of
don't
Kedge's
know
friends.
him, bruv.
We don't know any of
You
his
don't play
friends.
football with me, do you? So, but
You just said
I'll
a good
mention
friend
him.
of ours who I play
I'll mention
football
him. Scott. He's going up
Scott.
and moving to
Never heard of
Scotland.
him.
Scott, never
No.
met him.
He's
Sorry,
moving
Scott.
he's-
He doesn't care about you. He's never mentioned you before. He might be made up.
No, but he's not in. He's not in the top tier of friends.
Oh, he knows that.
Oh,
does he?
he's in the
Well, he
base.
knows it now.
Yeah, no,
So he's like peripheral. He's an acquaintance.
No, I would
Is he?
say he's lower than you. I would say he's like.
He's lower than us, who you see every week reach record
We are
high
lower than low.
figures at a BBC nationwide station with. We've won awards together. We've gone viral together.
but-
But he's even lower than you.
He's lower than you.
I mean,
no, but I'm elevating you.
Where are we?
No,
Where
no,
are we in this chart?
No, yeah. You know
I
what?
wanna know.
I think we're going to find out right now because at the moment, Kedge is going to be the sun in this orbit,
Yeah.
right?
Come
And
on, Kedge.
right now, we are Pluto.
That's a good
we
way.
got dropped off.
No, you're the Pluto's at the end.
Yeah, exactly.
so
and
show
what
us
didn't
where
even
we are.
count as a planet. at
No,
one
no,
point.
we'll leave Asian Network there.
Scott.
no.
Where's Scott? What planet is Scott?
Scott, I would say so. So there's Mercury, there's Venus, there's Earth. I think he's about like Mars.
So he's a Mars.
Where are
Yeah.
we?
What are we Earth?
You guys are Venus.
Oh, okay. We're even better than Earth. Okay. So
Yeah, yeah.
we're close to the action.
Yeah, you're close to the action.
Oh, thank you for
and
that.
then you obviously like the 5 school friends I've got since I was 3 and 10.
Oh, so we don't even make that group.
No, you're no, but
No,
it's a different.
that makes sense because those are the guys that took him out for his 40th. Oh no, hold on, wait. No, wait.
Okay.
No, they didn't, did they?
No, but-
it was us two, wasn't it?
I know.
With us, with our.
Yeah, but
you know,
that's
we're
right.
we're,
And
we're there in
that's
another
right.
galaxy.
The Venus,
right
the
now.
god of love, and do you know what I mean? So I was with the right people. It was fun.
you and
It
your
was fun.
friends can
Anyway,
play with each
I don't
other.
know why you made me make this stupid chart up about the planets. But anyway, so I was out with Scott and the rest of the footy lads, and the rugby was the first. It was the big rugby game, England as well. So it was vibes in the pub. It was one of those pubs that has like a TP outside. Do you know what I mean? So it was
Right.
big screens in there.
That's why they took you there. They thought it'd be funny to put the Indian in
Put
the
the Indian
TV.
in
They're
the
just
TV, yeah.
laughing at you.
Yeah.
And there's you calling them Venus. Go on.
Yeah. No. Anyway, so we were having a few drinks and everything, and then it just like I think it was the heat, and I just got a little bit carried away.
Yes, you did.
You did.
And but also I don't like this, but they were buying me doubles, and I never asked for doubles. I only asked for singles. But I don't know what lets men think, I'm just going to get doubles for everybody. Why do they do that?
I think
That's not allowed.
I think men who want to get drunk want to get everyone else drunk, so they
I
don't
know,
feel so
but
bad
at
about
least
getting drunk.
at least let me know. Okay, this is a double. At least
Yeah,
you
but
go,
when you taste it, you'll go, bit gora.
yeah, it was Gora the whole. Oh my god!
What are you
Anyway,
drinking? Double what though?
rum. Spice rum, but they couldn't even get the spice rum right.
Yeah,
That's
but rum
kinda
is because it's sugar based.
Yeah.
I don't know why India doesn't have a rum, by the way, because of the gun there. But anyway,
That's true.
That's
true.
because it's sugar cane based. It's you wouldn't know.
Yeah, no,
I
know.
don't think you
Yeah,
can
no,
tell
no.
a double rum.
Well,
Whereas
yeah.
a double vodka, anything
You can
else, you're
tell.
like, that's a bit
Yeah,
stronger.
yeah.
Even then, in his drink, he likes spice in it.
Oh,
Yeah, of course he does.
That's
Yeah.
it.
The masala rum, please.
He's just put masala in his drink.
Oh yes.
Dirty
Oh
bastard.
yeah. So we got a little bit carried away,
Yeah.
and then
Right.
the tunes inside were brilliant because he was
Right.
just playing old school 90s, and there was only one other fella who loved the tunes, so we were just both inside. But you couldn't stay inside
Grinding
for
on
long.
each other.
Yeah, grinding. It was very small, so
this is
you know,
like-
it didn't matter where you danced. You were always
The
grinding.
sparks are flying off Venus, hitting the sun's
Uranus.
axis. Such a joke.
Pretty much.
Why is that
pretty much.
funny? It's
And
not-
then
shouldn't be.
I didn't realise, but I think I'd overdid it. I overdrank. Anyway, I was going home and I thought I was fine. I thought we've been here before. It's okay, Kedge. Little glass of water, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Got home, got my lenses out, everything. Got into bed, but it was a very hot
Are
night.
we just skipping over the going home bit?
Well, I kind
Are
of.
we just? Are we?
I rolled.
No.
I rolled home.
No,
I walked home.
We're not.
I
We're
walked home.
not. Because I'm going to bring that up in a minute.
What, fine, and then
Okay.
is that the end of the story. Yeah, you
No.
had a good night, hot.
No,
Saturday
go on.
night,
You got home. You got home. Took all your clothes off. Then what happened?
Yeah, I got. Hold on. It's
I
like
forgot about that.
I thought, is he just going to glaze
Oh,
over?
no.
So
Oh,
can I
yes.
can I reveal to everyone who's waiting? What happened? So on his way back from
That
this
didn't
hot
happen.
night out, he's leaving us voice notes.
Yeah.
Not one, not two. I think there's
I
about
was-
four in the end.
I was out
back to
DJing,
back.
and I can't hear it. So obviously I was like, I didn't hear it until I got home at 3:00. And I said to one of my messages was, "What am I missing out on Tommy?" And Tommy just goes, "Not much."
Not much is him singing, talking, thinking he's funny. And I messaged him back and I went, "You are absolutely licked." He went, "No, I'm all right." And then his messages carry on, and I'm like,
But then he sent a photo.
yeah, well, because
You asked for it.
I said I'm going to the toilet, and he said, "He goes, I'm on the toilet as well," and sent a
Selfie.
selfie from the toilet.
Butters.
So, but you know, I
forgot
So
about
this was Saturday night. I was at a wedding that evening as well, but I wasn't drinking, obviously. Right?
Do you know what? I'm going to play that voice note
Are we
somehow.
can we play it?
No.
No.
I'll find it. I'll find it.
Yeah, maybe later.
Okay, so it might be in this podcast. It might not. Okay,
I
let's
was.
see.
I was.
You might even
okay.
hear it on Saturday.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I was okay. I thought I was okay when I was messaging you because I totally now remember that. But then
You
woke
weren't
up-
okay in those
I
messages.
woke up an hour later and my mouth was dry.
Yeah.
And you know, like you're like, oh god, this is not good because
Yeah.
it was like it was spinning.
Sahara.
Yeah. And then I thought, right, just go to the toilet, Kedge. Just get yourself a glass of water. Just get some water into your mouth. You'll be fine. I don't even know how I stumbled into the toilet. I got into the toilet and next minute, dang, and it just, I'd gone, bruv. I collapsed on the floor. I've broken the washing basket.
Look at this
I've
guy.
broken the plastic washing basket, right? Which
Yeah.
is like, you know, what 3 foot?
Oh, it's like a bin side.
Yeah, like a bin. Yeah.
yeah.
I've
Wow.
broken that and I've landed. I don't even know how I landed. I don't even know how long I was on the floor. All I heard was
This
there was
guy.
a bang, which kind of made me go, hold on a
Woke
minute,
you
Chris,
up.
This is,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then, but I couldn't move.
Yeah.
And then all I remember was like, I'm thinking,
Maybe Scott slipped something into your drink.
Maybe.
You know what? Honestly, this
thought it-
because I didn't have that
No, I
many.
know what you mean. When
Like,
they don't, you
but
think, what was
but-
it?
but
What hit you
because
like that?
because my body's been pretty clean. Like I've not really drank like this
It's
in
not pretty,
ages.
but it is might be clean.
And it's
yeah.
clean. So I thought, well, I know the sink is somewhere in front of me.
Yeah.
So I'm just like reaching like this, going, just grab something, Kedge, and get up.
Kedge,
My God, I
You're
felt like
40.
I know. I felt like
this
a
sounds like
20-year-old.
something that you do when you're in uni.
Honestly, I felt 20.
Grow up.
And I don't even know how long that process took.
I'm-
I
bro,
got up.
I'm
and then
feel
I was
disappointed.
Just like, I was splashing my face. Honestly, I was so disappointed with myself.
I'm disappointed.
I feel like this is cross-examination like in the OJ trial. So, for example,
Yeah.
I would now say if I was a lawyer here,
Go on.
I go, Ketch, so you're saying you couldn't really see much, you're quite drunk,
Yeah.
you don't know how you ended up on the floor, but you ended up on the floor.
Yeah. It was a
you
thud.
broke the basket.
Yeah.
I've got a
You were
bruise
trying
on my head.
So can you say for certain, can you, in front of the jury, Sach, say for certain,
Yeah.
you're under oath here, let me remind you,
Yeah.
that you drunk water from the sink and not the toilet? How can you know? If he's that smashed.
No, I don't know.
No, but be honest. If he's that smashed,
Yeah.
you can't say
No,
for
no,
certain.
because it was coming out. It was definitely coming
It was
out.
flush.
Maybe that
It
was
flush.
even Scott going in there for a wee, and
Yeah.
he just splashing.
You just drunk Scott.
No, it was definitely home. He weren't there. He weren't there. He
Oh,
weren't
Scott wasn't there, okay.
No, it was definitely Barney, and it was like, and then only then I was okay. Then I slept like a baby and I was fine. I woke up at 7 o'clock and I was okay. But my God, honestly, I felt like I'd let myself down so much.
Yeah.
Bruv, you've let the brown load down.
Yeah. No, but you know what it is? That is heat. That's the heat exhaustion.
That is heat.
And look, it was the hottest day of the
The
year.
funny thing is, Kedge, you're a lightweight, and we all know that.
Yeah.
After two
but
drinks,
I'm
you're
not,
chatting
though,
breeze.
But I'm
No, it is
not.
true.
No, he is.
No,
after
you are
one
light.
drink, he's chatting more breeze than usual.
Yeah.
Kedge will have.
And then it gets progressively worse.
It's good in that way. That like,
and
I
that's
think-
just the beer.
Yeah, 1 or 2 beers. That's
And
what
he's
that-
chatting
No,
breeze.
no,
couple of
no,
rums,
no.
and that's your.
Yeah, that's it.
But I think now, one beer and that's it. I'm flying.
I don't know if hopefully I can say this without offending anyone. It's a classic Gujarati guy thing. I see that a lot. Don't get me wrong. Punjabi guys will drink and they'll act like idiots when they're
Oh, yeah,
really,
then
they'll put away a lot more.
Yeah,
but I
then
think
it just
Guji
decks me.
guys, from my experience, will get there a lot quicker. It just their tolerance. It's like, can I say this as well? I don't know if I can, but I'm going to say black guys, right? I mean, a lot of my black mates. 1 or 2 drinks, and you can see they're gone.
Nah, that's different. No,
I think
my
don't
black
drink a
mates
lot.
can drink for days.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah, for days.
I only hung out with black
Yeah,
guys who could
that
drink.
can
with
And
me.
they're drinking stuff like Ray and Nephew.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like the
literally
proper
all of
dirty
my
stuff.
mates
Yeah.
from when I was from 1920 up until now. I don't know a black guy that will sit there and go like 6-7 pints like Punjabis.
No, maybe not pints.
No, but pints is different.
You get that's actually it's an old school. It's like you're kind of pork pie black guy. We know like from desert.
yeah.
He'll sit there like with my dad's mates.
Yeah.
They play darts together, cards together. Those guys can do it, but a new generation can't. But anyway, you got hit with it quickly.
Yeah,
and
I wasn't proud of myself, and so I punished myself, and I went for a extra longer run on Sunday.
You punished yourself.
Yeah,
I know
because
what
I
you
was only going to do 4 miles.
Yeah.
And I've said, no, Kedge, you've been a naughty boy.
yeah.
You have been
And,
very
and
naughty.
you've gone off the rails, and this is punishment.
And
now.
I know it's hard when you do that run, but that is the best way to sort yourself out.
Yeah, and also then I've decided this is never happening again. This is it. This is it. It's
no,
done.
I don't believe that.
No, because
I don't believe that.
I don't want to be in a situation where I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, and also,
And I clap, bruv. I've got a bruise on my head. I don't even know how it all happened.
you know what? Jokes aside, it could be in a different story as well.
No, exactly.
Yeah, that's what worries.
If that bin weren't there, right? If the wash bin weren't there, I would have gone straight into the tiles. God knows what would have happened.
Dokri.
Yeah.
Do you call it dokri?
No.
I thought dokri was
We
quite
have
Hindi
dal
word.
dokri.
Huh?
Dal dokri.
Dand.
No, not dal.
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 That's food.
Dal dokri, which is food.
Na kajare ki da tokri.
No, dal,
yeah.
as in dal. Yeah, dal.
You have a
Do you know what it is? I'm gonna break it down for you.
Yeah.
It's dal.
Dal.
Dal, but you're saying with an R.
Yeah, so dal.
'Cause
But
it's
that's how we
Gujarati
say
say dal.
Gujarati
That's how you say dal, the food. Okay, right.
Dal. With bits of cut up rotli in it.
Oh, I like that.
No, it's
we've got
disgusting.
we've got
Butters,
no,
mate.
No, it's
bruv.
disgusting.
No, I tell you why I like
Do you
that.
know what it is? It's a Gujarati lasagna.
No, it's not like
Yeah,
that.
but it's floating.
Yeah,
No,
it's like
no.
a floating lasagna.
No, it's more
It's
like a
terrible. I
It's
hate
butters,
it.
mate.
No, it's more like
Butters.
not pick
Ravioli.
What's the word? You know when you're like a
Yeah,
lucky dip. It's like,
Yeah, luckily, and there's peas and aubergine and carrots. It's terrible.
Dirty. Who eats that?
No, I'm talking about. That's not dal then, is it?
It's dal with rotli
Yeah, it is dal,
inside it,
'cause it's
like cut
orange.
up and stuck inside it, basically.
Okay, well we used to
Soup.
when I was little.
Yeah.
In a bowl of dal, my mum would
Gujarati
tear,
croutons.
tear the roti up
Yeah.
and just put it in there.
That's
then
dal
the,
roti.
But then the roti soaks up the dal. It's a
Yeah,
bit
that's
soggy
what
and
it is.
just a bit
It's
easy
like
to
it's
eat.
like
It's lovely.
brown pasta.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
No,
delicious.
no. This is terrible. This
Oh,
is
that's comfort,
this is
man.
terrible.
It's like a boiled egg in your chicken curry subji. I don't know if you ever had that.
Oh no, that is nice.
That's
Yeah,
fantastic.
yeah, yeah.
Like, it's a bit random, but it
No, but
it
it's
does
nice.
help.
It's like that. You know, ooh, what's that little surprise there?
Yeah,
We'll
yeah.
have
You
that,
weren't
we'll have that.
drinking on the
No,
weekend
I
when
wasn't
you
drinking.
went to
I was
wedding.
at a wedding.
Yeah.
It was my nephew's wedding, and
How many weddings you been to this year,
Bruv,
but I'm
you know
fed
what?
up with your
No,
weddings.
I
You know
know.
what? I was thinking that. I
But
was
you-
like, this guy goes to so
Yeah, man.
many.
Nah, but-
I don't think I've been to a wedding in over a year.
Right,
if not
but
2.
obviously we
Last
had-
year I went. No,
we-
2 years ago I went.
Right. We had a whole period of no weddings. But I think what's happening is, in my family, cousins and all that, the generationally,
Is there-
it's
there-
the next batch. It's
right.
my nephew. So he's what? 27, 28, 29. So about a good 20 years younger than me.
Right.
So this is them coming through. And
Right.
actually, the wedding before that, a few weeks ago, was his cousin who was also about the same age. So yeah, it's happening. But this one, my nephew, Justin,
Yeah.
got married to Carolina. Polish girl,
Hey.
right? So it's a
No.
Polish Punjabi affair. No,
Wow.
they're not affair. I mean, married, but you know, like a
Combo.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And wicked. And I got to say, I posted it on my story as well. But the Carolina and her family were busting the most authentic, proper Bhangra.
Love it.
They all turned up, by the
Practicing.
way, at the Godfather in the morning
Yeah.
with all their Indian lenga, all that on.
Love it.
Fully
Love to
embraced
see
it.
it.
They're going to Poland, by the way, this weekend to go and have the wedding over there.
Oh, nice.
And look, you'll like this because you're not for you, Kedge, but the dad, I've just heard, has brewed. He's been brewing for the
Oh,
last
a
few
big
months.
goat.
No, 50 litres of his own vodka.
Oh,
What a
That's going
ledge.
to be potent.
That is,
good.
but imagine
That's
out some desi Polish thing and go, don't worry,
Oh, yeah.
I've got the booze sorted.
Yeah.
I started brewing it a few months, whenever it was.
he
and-
probably knows it's the Punjabi family coming. That's
well,
why.
actually, there's not many coming, but they've got more over there then because they've done the Punjabi thing here, and now
Right.
they're going to go over there to the Polish thing. But it was so hot in that venue that actually I had a samosa, which was quite spicy, but broke a sweat. And I thought, oh god, got to drink water. I must have necked about 6-7 pints of water.
But
Wow.
water was that on Saturday. Water wasn't even
doing
hitting
it.
the spot.
I know what
I
you mean.
had so much water. It was just like I was drinking it. It was coming out my head.
Yeah.
Like, like just
Right.
pouring out the side of my head.
Then what happened?
It's too hot.
I saw I was stood in front of Justin dancing, and then the Carolina's two like uncles, chache, whoever they were, came over and picked her up.
Ah.
And he looks at me, and I was like, oh. God, and I'm like, I don't pick people up because of my dodgy back from years
Yeah.
ago, right?
You used
careful.
to.
Right?
You used
I
to.
was the picker-upper.
You were the
but
picker-upper.
I've never done a solo pickup. I looked around,
Oh, it was a solo.
right? There's no one else there. So I looked at, I gave my pint of water to my missus.
Yeah.
He turned around. I thought, oh God, I hope this works. But luckily, he's
Tommy,
like,
that is risky.
That
I
is
I bent over, picked him straight up, and I picked him on my own. But after that, no word of a lie. It like turned the taps on in my eyebrows because once I put him back down, I was sweating for about 4 minutes
my
non-stop
God.
because my body was going, "What have you just done?
Yeah.
What have you just
It's
done?"
gone
I
into
wasn't-
shock.
Yeah, the sweat factor was crazy on Saturday.
And I'm just saying, the sweat factor in his crotch was probably crazy as well, and it's
In
round
his
his neck.
crotch?
Oh, mate, I tell you,
It's round his neck now,
Yeah.
isn't it? It's just,
Oh.
all the ball sweat.
Oh yeah,
I tell you what, a couple of people
the
had
scarf.
it.
You know, like we were talking about the air thing you wear
Yeah.
around your neck.
I was just about to say that.
He's got the ball
We've
set.
got it here on the table right now. I don't know
Yeah.
if you saw it
I
inside
tried
the
it.
house, right? Because it's a like a headband, but
Yeah,
you wear
we
it around
spoke
your neck,
about it the other day.
spoke about
and
it,
it
yeah,
blows
yeah.
up and blows down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there was a couple of people that had them there at the party, and they were kind of, actually
Yeah.
one of Milo's aunts gave it to Milo. Milo was like going, "This is amazing," because it's blowing the breeze down his shirt,
Oh, yeah.
and up to his head. But I thought like it'd be great if you could get a really powerful one, really powerful. So when it blows down your back to your
Goes
bum
all the way
cheeks,
down.
you hear your bum cheeks doing that. It'd be great. Imagine if it was
Talia.
that powerful.
Yeah.
I thought that would be good. And like, oh wow,
G-force.
Yeah, just you like
There's no need for a blower that hard.
No.
Imagine that. No. Look, guys.
My God, that and your stomach and everything else.
Yeah,
is all clapping,
all
mate.
wobbling away. Anyway,
Yeah.
great wedding, great Polish Punjabi affair. I loved it. I think more.
And
more
while we were
multicultural
sweating
weddings.
at events and stuff, there was another person who was also probably sweating quite a lot
Oh,
while he was on the
yes.
run.
Yes.
And we have to talk about this.
Give them a
because-
run, man. I
because-
give them a run.
Well, because I like the prisoner who was
Oh,
on the
I-
run.
so-
I mean,
yeah,
I-
yeah, think
in
about
my
your-
lifetime, I've never heard of anything like this.
I don't
in
think
the
I have.
UK.
I think it's happened, like, in the past, with like when like
You've heard of
in
bank-
the 60s
bank
and
robberies.
stuff like that,
Yeah.
where people have escaped prison and they've been
Yeah.
on the run, and they've done this heist and that heist,
Yeah,
and they're really
and
big
you hear in the
criminals.
news, do not approach him. He
Yeah,
may
yeah,
be
yeah.
dangerous.
Well, like,
But
escape from Alcatraz.
I
Yeah.
would say in the last 20 years,
Yeah.
30 years,
40,
it's
I
not, it's
don't
not
even
really
think
even
It's
happened.
I tell you, there's been a couple of old school. You know that Hatton
Garden,
robbery?
yeah,
but
that was a bit old school.
Yeah, no, but that's
That's a robbery.
yeah, and
That's
they
a
got
robbery.
nicked after.
Yeah,
They-
right.
this is the guy was in prison and managed to get out. This is a film.
Right, and how did he get out? He used bed sheets to tie himself to the bottom of the laundry van, which then took him
But
out.
how did he get access to the laundry van?
Right, yeah,
Was it laundry or was it the catering?
Oh, catering, something like that. One of the
Catering.
one of the
No,
service
but what
ones,
I'm trying to say is that to tie yourself to a car, like
Yeah.
if we
He
try
gaffered himself.
Yeah, but
Where did he
but
get the
that's a
gaffer
lot
from?
of time. That's a lot. You need
Skills.
a lot of time to do that.
It's like something out of a movie, and it's
Oh,
almost
yeah.
like, and if it wasn't a movie, you'd go, yeah, really.
Yeah.
You're going to come out of a prison in
And then-
2023
but then
under
he-
a van.
But
Come
then
on.
but then like so like the distance that he covered in the 4 days, and they showed like it was 10 miles, or
If
something.
that.
Oh,
And
really?
he'd only got like to Chiswick,
Yeah, it's the other side of the river.
and I'm like, bro, that's a bit lame.
Yeah, that was a bit late.
And also, why would you go back into London? Why would you? I would go south.
Yeah, but it depends where the van's going, right? So he's obviously hitched
No,
to
no,
the
no.
van,
You
and
need
then-
to. No, but okay. But if I was strapped to a van, I would only use the van to get out of that area, and then I wouldn't stay on there for that
No,
long.
no. Then you want to. Then it's an
But
episode
then
of The
whether,
Hunted.
well, yeah, but
Well, yeah,
yeah,
it
well,
would
no,
be.
but that's what I'm saying. So then he would know geographically that he's already south. He would know that,
Yeah,
right? Because he's
where-
at Wandsworth Prison.
Yeah.
Yeah, he knows where ones are. Yeah,
Right.
he must.
so
do, yeah.
so you kind of know that once I've cleared. I mean, once he's cleared a lot of distance from the prison, Whether he could get out of the van, I don't know, because obviously, like you said, if he was gaffing and all that, you
Yeah, I
can't
mean, the
get off
van-
it when you're
You've
smoothing.
got to get out wherever the van stops.
When the
You
van
haven't really
stops.
got a choice
But
about
you
that.
know, he got busted because then obviously when the van did come to a halt and he rolled out from underneath him, people saw. That's how they were alerted to him.
No, he was on the run for
No,
a few
this guy
days.
was
bro.
on-
Yeah, but how did they find out there was a prisoner on the run? Yeah, they know he's escaped because
Yeah.
obviously he's not on the register.
Yeah,
of
yeah.
the prison
Okay,
or
so
something.
basically, because they saw him leave the van,
Yeah,
someone was like,
that's
"Oh,
when they're like, hang on,
okay, got
something,
ya, yeah,
because
something
imagine
ain't
as well,
right,
like,
yeah,
someone
yeah.
just rolled out
Okay,
from
but
underneath
even then, you've still got a head start on it. What I'm trying to say is,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I'm a bit I'm just shocked that he planned the escape so well, and yet he didn't know the plan afterwards.
Yeah, okay,
There
yeah,
was
You
no,
see what I
there was
mean?
no-
Like surely you can't go back into town where there's more cameras.
no.
Yeah.
You want to go
London-
south,
London's probably
or
the city
north?
which has the most cameras in the world.
Yeah, get out of there.
Do you know what I mean? You don't want to go Chiswick.
No.
Where would you go, Kedge, if you're on the run?
No, you've got to go south. You've got to go into the hills, mate.
Or in
Yeah.
the hills.
No,
hill?
but like if you head
What-
towards like well, for a start, if you head towards the coast,
Yeah, Dorset.
yeah,
like,
there's
down south.
less. There's going to be less people.
But then you got someone you could call on that you know has got a bit of a little hideout.
No, as soon as you start
around
using
it.
phone, you're in trouble, mate. Start using
How?
phones, you're in trouble.
How if it's not your phone?
Well, yeah, but where are you going to get a phone from?
But then, look, we now know from the hunted, as soon as someone is on the run,
And also, they can check.
They're going to be monitoring
They're going to have
all
lock
of
on
their close
all of
relatives.
your friends.
Yeah.
They're going to have that as well. So I was just a bit shocked that
You know who I'd call in that situation? I'd call Scott, my mate Scott, who lives in Bushy, Northwest London. Honestly, he's a great friend. I think you might know him, Kedge.
Yeah.
No, but that's who you need. You need someone who's a friend of a friend, if they exist. Like it'd be good to kind of.
Yeah.
I think I could go to one of my mates' places and probably
You
break
can't.
it and break
How can
into
you go
it
to-
Bro,
without telling him.
Oh, you break into your mate's place?
Yeah.
To his house.
Like a
Not
warehouse.
his house,
Like a unit.
he's got a warehouse, yeah.
Yeah. That's his mate, because they're like DJs in
I don't
caterers
know.
or
No,
whatever.
he's not a DJ, but he's just. I know that.
Why
I
has he
could
got a
go
warehouse then? Drug dealer?
No, he's for his actual job. Like he
Okay.
owns a company and he's got a warehouse and I've been there a few times. I'm like, I'd hide here.
Yeah, just kind of
He listens to the podcast, by the way.
Yeah.
He knows who he is.
Okay.
And then the great thing is you can do that. Go hide somewhere for like about a month, 2 months. Eat all the KFC you want. Put on loads of weight so you're unrecognisable. Carry on living your life.
Exactly.
I
Bro,
wonder-
much more short
I
hair.
wonder- I would love to see how that plays out. If Sach was hiding, he was on the run, he went into a warehouse. How
I'd live. He's got everything there. Showers, everything.
What kind of? How would the
Showers
police
and
get any?
No,
hint of
you
that?
could live there.
No, but do you know what I mean? Well, how would the police get any hint that Sach was living there?
You
Like,
couldn't. You couldn't unless there's some sort of communication
No,
device.
yeah.
Which you could go pick up a SIM card from any shop that's not registered to you or whatever.
Look at this. Look at this criminal behaviour.
No,
I tell you what happened.
I find this all I find this all really fascinating.
Yeah. How he'd get found is if someone who was in like the nearby warehouse or lived nearby went,
Guy living
there's a
in
guy
there.
that just comes and goes,
Yeah.
and they watch you for a
No,
few
but
weeks.
I wouldn't leave. Once you're in there, I wouldn't leave.
Yeah, you can't leave.
You can't leave.
You can't leave. But
And you
but the
can't
thing
order
is, though,
delivery.
Sach,
Oh, this guy keeps ordering KFC every
no,
day.
no.
Like,
But
I mean,
also, Sach, you would. There would come a time where you start getting a little bit cocky.
Yeah, or relax, or you
Because-
just
yeah,
drop
maybe.
the,
No, but I think look, you need to have all of that planned before you even bust that prison the first time.
And also, how long are you then planning to go? And then you can't live
Yeah.
like that. You'll be like,
Yeah.
right, I'm out, but I'm not out because you're
Yeah,
still living
you're
in the
still-
prison. And also, can I just say that getting out of prison ain't no easy thing.
Like you know what? How do
No,
you know?
no,
What? Go on, tell me, Kedge. What's the processes I'm getting
Well,
out of prison?
I've been to.
He's been
Alcatraz.
nicked. He's been nicked.
No.
He's been
done a
nicked.
bit of time.
He's been
I haven't told you this about me past. Got a story to tell.
No. Firstly, I've been to Alcatraz.
Right.
What's that got to do with Wandsworth Prison?
As a blooming tourist, yeah. I'll tell you where I've been. You know what? You know, in central London, they've converted some of the prisons into bars.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
and banks into
Yeah,
bars
there
and
you go,
toilets.
you know, yeah.
I've been to one of them. Yeah, the clink. The clink
No,
is one.
but
I think. It's a
Alcatraz,
restaurant.
Alcatraz was in the middle of a, like in the.
It's
the
an
sea.
island,
yeah,
wasn't
but
it?
Yeah,
Kedge,
it's
that's
just-
a bit different, mate. Like, have
No,
you been to
just
a prison
'cause
here
you've
in the
been
UK?
there.
I've also visited people in prison.
Here,
Yes, in the UK.
that is hilarious.
Yeah, but that's when you get like a pen
No, I
pal
have.
for the women's prisons, and they go, they just want to chat to a guy. So he goes around to women's prisons, just kind
No,
of it's
I've
easy,
been
doing
easy
his
bait.
service.
It was. It's not the nicest experience. I'll be honest with you.
do you get searched?
Well, yeah, of course you do,
Like it's proper, like airport style,
mate.
full on.
Did
you get the rubber glove?
No. But it's
have to pay extra.
the amount of checking that goes on.
I can imagine.
You going in and you
can
going
imagine.
in different bits
See, this
of it.
is if I had to guess at the three of us who
Who's-
had been into prison,
to visit someone who knows.
I wouldn't have guessed him.
Nah, no way.
Would you?
I would have said you first, then me, and even
Yeah.
and
No,
I know
I'd go-
yeah.
I've
Agreed.
never visited anyone in prison. Have you?
No, I ain't been.
Yeah, I've been too, and to two of them, different
two?
ones.
You got two mates in prison.
But,
Yeah, but no, but tell you what, he has a responsibility and a duty to go visit them because they're the ones who got caught on the illegal boats coming into the
Right,
country.
okay.
So he feels like,
He took
look,
the hit,
let me
yeah.
just go and give them their £8,000 back or whatever it is that you charge them. To try and get them. So he's like, look, just so you know, I'll wire the money back to your mum.
They
You
were
know,
missing the brown
no
note.
visa, no fee,
Exactly.
guaranteed.
No, it's very difficult to get in.
I can imagine.
And you get, you get pushed into one bit, then you get pushed into a second bit, and it's like, it's
Like a sheep in a pen, basically.
Yeah. And then, there's all these other family members and children and
Yeah,
all
I
of
can
that. And,
imagine.
you
That's
go
tough,
through.
man.
Yeah, no, it's hard. And then you go and sit there and everything, and it's just, it's nothing. It's minimal, and there's a couple of seats and all of that. And you're just like, it's funny because when you do that, when you experience it, you're like, because in my head, I'm going, how would I escape this? Do you know what I mean? And you're just looking, and there's guards everywhere, and there's cameras, and you're like,
But you're lucky because of your build, you can walk between the bars.
Yeah, that's
you're
true.
all right. Just
That's
turn
true.
sideways.
But I'm just thinking, it is incredible that he's managed to do that.
Yeah, it is. And in this day and age.
In this day and age, where exactly,
Yeah.
where there's so many more cameras. Before they didn't have cameras.
Yeah, security layers. I mean, it just feels like something out of a movie. But I'm a bit gutted because you could tell there was an element of excitement across the nation about this escaped prisoner.
Well, I think people were scared to show the excitement because obviously it was a bad thing. At the end
Yeah.
of the day, he's committed a crime, and so therefore he needs to be locked up, and it is a dangerous situation.
But everyone was all over it.
Yeah.
Everyone was all over
And it was almost like
How was it unfolding?
Yeah.
What I kind of want to happen next is I want him to kind of go, listen, this guy, he was arrested actually for fraud. He's not armed. He's not even dangerous.
Yeah.
So let's all go get him. And there's a prize. It's 20 grand.
Oh, so then we turn into another game.
And then everyone, just because it was a hot week as well.
Yeah.
Everyone be outdoors.
Yeah.
It
was international break, no
let's
football
go.
on.
And let's just put a little. And actually, we'll throw in a couple of flights to Dubai. Let's make it. Let's make it
a
real,
weekend of it.
Yeah,
and really get the nation to come together.
They're going to go, right, let's all go find him.
Find the fraud stuff.
Yeah, but it's like, real life hunted. It was just it
was real life
But anyway, they did find him.
So
and he has been caught.
other than that being one of the biggest stories of the weekend, can I say I came across another one this week, and I'm not sure if you guys have seen it, but it disgusted me a bit, but it was quite funny as well. And I was just like, I would not like to be in this situation.
Okay.
As a passenger on a plane where this event took place.
You love a plane story.
I do
Seth.
love a plane story. And it's really weird because I'm probably on a plane the most out of the three of us.
Yes.
But this really disgusted me. And it was about a flight, I think it was Delta Airlines, went from Houston to Barcelona.
Oh,
okay. Yeah.
So it's quite a long journey. They must have just taken off, and this guy had chronic diarrhea.
Oh.
What does that mean? Uncontrollable.
Uncontrollable.
Yeah,
Bro,
chronic
he was sitting at the
means
back.
it's-
He was sitting at the back. Bruv,
It means fuaro.
the fuaro went down the whole aisle.
No, don't know.
Like, not even in the toilet.
The smell.
Bruv.
Is that the
No,
fuaro
he
smell?
just...
Fuaro is fountain.
Oh.
All down the aisle. He just shat down the whole aisle.
Was he running down? the
No,
aisle?
he was trying to get
He
to
was
the
trying
toilet.
to get to the toilet.
And while he was going,
Oh
he
my
just
God.
all over the plane.
Oh, that's horrific, isn't it?
I'll be honest. I feel for him.
Of course you do. Of course,
you feel for him,
but you feel more for the passengers.
Have you? No, okay.
Imagine if you were sitting on the aisle, Tommy,
You would not
and
be
he just
feeling
went past
anything.
you, and he just
What I've told you this about.
scuffed all over the place.
I told you story not so long ago about when my nephew last year.
Yeah, no,
when
he puked. Yeah, you told us.
and I felt bad about that.
Yeah, but this
Now,
is
this is another.
but he wasn't running down the aisle. When it's running,
This
and it's
geezer was
momentum.
running, and it's just, bruv, it's exploded. Imagine like a fuar or a fountain coming out of his backside.
See, and what
Hitting people.
Okay.
And do you know what? They had to, so obviously I think it was an hour into a flight or something, they had to turn back and go back to Houston.
Because he messed it all up that
bruv,
bad.
I'll try to find the video. The whole aisle is
there
brown.
isn't a video, Sam.
There is a video.
I don't want to see the video.
The whole aisle is brown.
Oh my
and
God.
there's a recording of the pilot actually talking to
Yeah, but
air traffic.
hold a minute. It would have been in his pants and trousers though. How
No,
did it
but
come
if it's
out?
just if it's gone through it all, bruv, it's just water.
Oh no!
Water,
Sach.
it's just all over the place. And then the pilot turns around and goes, "We've got a biochemical hazard on the plane.
Biochemical
we need to,
hazard.
biohazard
I'm sorry,
or
that's
something like that."
hilarious. Also, it's not funny. But Imagine if you're going home and then he turns the plane around and you're like, my God.
Yeah, but imagine then telling your family, "Can I go? Oh, the flight's been delayed. What happened? Some
Man,
guy
shout
did.
out
Some guy did."
Well, no, you would
all the
say
way
it's
down.
a biochemical hazard. And then think,
Biohazard,
oh my
yeah.
God, it's like,
What's
oh my God,
happened,
some
yeah.
poisoning.
Anthrax
happening.
or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
anthrax. And
But you know, if you've ever been in that spot, and I'm sure there are people listening to this, and you know when you've been abroad. I remember I was in
Dodgy belly.
Tunisia,
Right.
and we were on a desert safari, and I was doing a travel show,
Yeah.
Right.
and I'm in the van
Dodge.
thing. And I knew my tummy was all, you're so delicate.
yeah, it's in a mess.
You're breaking a sweat.
yeah,
you feel like a
You don't need
shell of a person.
You don't
feel
need
like
that.
you got nothing. You got no strength. You're dehydrated.
High
you're weak.
pressure.
And then him in that moment, he goes, oh,
Go on, go on,
and he's
go
going,
in, go
quick,
in.
quick, quick. And he's running. And if anything, I would have just sat by the toilet or on the toilet the whole
I think that happened to
flight
me
time.
once I was in a shopping centre in
Oh, it's
Mumbai.
horrible.
Oh,
Ah.
what? You just shouting them? What?
No.
In
I
the-
was feeling the stomach cramps and
Right.
everything. And then I just had to run. But
Yeah.
I mean, luckily it was only a 100-yard run to the toilet. But you know when it's like it's just a hole in the floor. You got to just
had
do
to
what
just
you got to
do-
do, innit?
Oh,
You
man.
and
That is
literally it's like you ain't got even time to take your clothes off.
No, you're right. And all the clenching and closing it up don't do nothing. It's like, no, I'm sorry. The hinges have been broken on this door.
it.
It's wide open
It's
gully.
smashed
It's
in.
a wide
It is
open.
smashed. So that was
poor
one
guy.
of the, and do you know what? It was the guy eventually they got back to Houston or whatever it was, and
Yeah.
then he had to be taken out on it. What made it worse, he had to be, there's a video of this, he had to be taken out on a stretcher.
Oh, poor guy.
But then I was thinking about it, I was like, that's the only way you can leave that plane. You
Yeah,
can't
but
walk out of it.
You'd want to be on that plane face down then. You're like, take me on a stretcher, but please don't let anyone look me in the eye. 'Cause
That is
you wouldn't want to look at anyone.
Barely complete.
Oh, man. Poor
Feel
guy.
sorry for him, though.
Yeah, feel sorry. If anyone who's had a dodgy belly, you can relate with that. Yeah, I mean, so it's he's not on his own.
Absolutely. But can you relate with this story? And I thought this one, I had to ask your opinions about it because it has divided the internet. It's one of them ones again,
Oh, okay.
And it's the one of
Red
them
dress
ones
or
where,
green dress?
No.
You know the one?
And it's one of them ones that obviously then explodes onto mum's net, and everyone wants to have a say on it.
This one exploded down the aisle of the train.
But yeah, so this one is about a mother who went to a restaurant and was eating with her family.
Right.
She had a small child who was eating as well. And then what happened is the child obviously was...
How old's the child? I'm just picturing it
very
roughly,
young,
roughly like
2, 3.
Okay.
And so obviously the child was in the child chair, sort of the high chair thing.
Yeah.
And as a lot of parents do nowadays, they just leave their child to just eat.
Yep.
Whatever they want to do, however they want to
Throwing
sort
the
of-
bowl, bits of pasta falling on the
yeah,
floor.
all of that kind of stuff.
Leave 'em to it.
So they went to the restaurant, and there was a lot of mess on there. And then the waiter told the mum to clean up all of the food that was on the floor.
Oh, the food the mess that she'd made.
Her child had made 10-month-old.
Yeah, yeah.
10-month-old.
10 month-
child.
10 months,
Yeah.
okay, right.
And this was the dilemma.
Oh, he told her to do it.
Yeah, and so
No, but
Sorry, do we know what restaurant this was? Is it a chain? Is it in Italian? Is it?
No, there's no mention of the restaurant. There's no
Okay, fine.
mention. But basically, the mum was like, "Well, so what do I do next now? Is it my job to do this, or should I just ignore, and just not be fazed by it, not clean the pasta with my bare hands,
Yeah.
and you just crack on and you just leave?
Okay.
I mean, you can't leave because you've got to pay for whatever.
Well,
you
yeah, so you
Yeah.
pay.
But you're right. So I've been there. I've been in those situations.
Yeah.
And I'm picturing exactly what I'll tell you what I'm picturing. The feel good center. They got a small pool. Like a low-level warm pool for kids, for babies. So when
Someone
Logan,
pooing it. Someone pooing it.
no, yeah, they probably have done many a time. It's all kids in that pool. Trust me, I don't put my face in that water because I'm like, there are too many children here,
Yes.
Yeah,
all
but-
below the age of 5,
Yeah.
and I'm sure, like Logan, he's quite prim and proper. He'll like put his hand, he goes, Dad,
Yeah.
I need to go for a wee. Get me out of
Yeah,
here. I'm
yeah.
like,
Yeah,
oh, wicked,
yeah.
good. Well done for
Yeah.
telling me that and not doing it here. But Milo, I don't trust so much, because he never needs to go. But my point is, when I'd feed him pasta that I'd bring from home, there would be bits that go all over the floor.
Right.
Right?
Right.
And then I would say to the waiters there, or to Spiel, I go, sorry, it's a bit of a mess. Do you want to just give me a dustpan and brush and I'll just quickly
Yeah, but
sit
that's you, Tommy.
No, meaning I say that knowing they'll never say yeah. They'll always go, no. Go for it.
Go for it,
No,
yeah.
no, you go. Don't worry,
No,
we
but
got you.
no, but was that a really bad mess, or was that just like a bit of pasta on the
Well,
floor?
there's like 6, 7, 8 bits per.
No, but that's not too bad. So
but I
say,
don't know how bad this is.
Yeah.
I
Well,
mean,
so
no one else
there was
would
a
wanna
fair
sit
bit.
there. I don't think
There was a
anyone else
fair
would
bit
wanna
on the floor, and she was like, "So what do you want me to do? Get on my hands and knees and
if
clean up this
if
mess?"
it's on
And
the
the guy said,
floor,
yeah.
it's different.
And the guy was like, "Well,
But what if this kid has thrown it? It's gone all over the walls and stuff. Then
Well, whose task is it? Who's
no, but I'm just putting you in that situation. If that were your kid and you throw it on the walls and all the walls were dirty,
Covered.
the ceiling, everything.
I would feel really embarrassed.
What would
and I
you
would
do?
try and clean up as much as I could.
Of course you would,
But
because I feel like you need to respect someone else's space as much as it is like.
I
as
think
if
it's a
your
bit of
home.
both
Do you know what I
innit,
mean?
as well. Like, I think the waiter's got to support families with kids and
Yeah.
understand that.
Yeah.
And I think also as a
But
restaurant, you know that this is a family restaurant, so this is going to happen.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's not,
But it depends on how bad the mess is.
And I'll tell you this: when you're a parent, you feel terrible when your kid's making all that mess anyway. And then to have that someone come over and say, "You got to clean this up," it's just basically it's horrible. Whereas when you go to places and they're super kid friendly, hey, don't worry, you can put the pram there next to you. Don't worry about that. We'll move that table out. Then you feel like, thank you.
I think Desi's though. I think we're
No,
all
but
quite.
look, Rick, back to that quickly before we do move on to Desi's. I think I probably would clear it up if it was that bad.
you would clear your
Yeah,
own
because
mess
it
up.
is
Yeah.
kind of
If it
like
was
your
really
responsibility.
bad.
But I
isn't
think
it?
the issue here is she didn't offer and she got told to. And that's...
The
and you
telling
know,
part's a bit
and
weird,
look,
but then generally, surely you'd kind of keep across it if it was getting worse.
but
Do you know
bro,
what I mean? You clean up.
Yeah.
and
Real talk. If you're a parent on your own, you've got a 10-month-old kid and you're there in a restaurant and you're there because you just want someone else to bring the food over and hopefully he or she, the child is in a high chair, they just strapped in for a bit. It's like you're only one bit of half an hour of bliss or remote bliss.
fair.
So let them make the mess. And actually what restaurateurs should do is kind of go, we get it. You're going to be knackered right now. You're not getting proper
Yeah,
sleep.
it's a little bit give and
You know,
take, give and
yeah.
take.
So, but just on that note, we
Oh
were...
yeah, so just mass up my restaurant.
Well,
Yeah, go on.
we're just
Pee all over the walls. It's fine.
Hold
Go for
that
it.
thought of Desi's because I think I know what you're going to say about Desi's. But we were in Canada coming back and we had access to the lounge. I told you this, when I blagged the extra tickets and all that. And Logan sat on the side of a table, but this table had it was a coffee table height, so it was only about at your shin, right? And it had one bar in the middle, kind of propping up. I don't really get how.
Yeah.
So when he sat on one side, it tipped.
Oh, okay.
And the drinks and all the food
Everything
was on
went.
there, and it all slid. Ta,
no.
right? The staff, because it was Canada, they're all Desi, right? They're all right, Toronto, they're all brown.
Goiny.
Goiny, don't worry. And Logan was crapping himself. You could tell. He looked
Yeah.
around like, oh my God, because it made so much
Yeah.
mess.
Yeah.
And the drinks.
But that's
and
different. That's an accident by a kid.
But so is this. This kid's
No, that's
doing it
not
on
an
purpose.
accident.
No, this kid
And I
thing
think,
is
and I think the parent should be looking over what's
Sach
happening
is talking
as
about
well.
a little bit of management
Yeah,
as the event is unfolding.
It needs a bit of management.
Bruv, you
'Cause
can't-
surely you can't. It can't go from 0 to 100 within 10
No,
seconds.
but
it's like a course, isn't
There
it?
must have been 50, 60.
That's what I mean. So manage it as you go along.
So when you say man, you mean clean as you go along?
Not clean, but just keep an eye on it. Isn't
Pick it up.
No, you can't,
Yeah.
bro. I tell
You
you,
can.
No, bro. When the kids, I'm telling you now, you're there on your own. You got a 10-month-old kid. You're knackered. The kid's playing.
It doesn't
up,
matter if you're
maybe
no,
they're teething.
your knacker's
all that
not an
stuff.
excuse for me.
Yeah,
You
no,
got
bro.
to clean your stuff.
Bro.
Oh, we got to go to Sach's restaurant.
At DJ Sachi for all complaints, please. Because
But what I was going to say about the Asians is that I think as Asians, when we go to restaurants, I think we do a little bit too much for the waiter, because I bet you every time you go to a restaurant, there's always one Asian person, your family, a chacha, an auntie, someone, it could be a cousin, who feels the need to, once the meal's done, to collect everyone's plates and stack them up for the waiter or the waitress.
not my wife. Yeah.
Why?
Exactly.
And
No,
to the extreme, they even take the food out for them.
yeah,
all the time.
I've seen them.
Well,
What do you mean take all the food out?
so all the extra leftover food.
Oh no, that's a bit extra.
And I'm like, what's this going on? I'm still eating.
Yeah, I know. But
Yeah, that's different. If you're eating, then you shouldn't be doing that.
That is their own, if I'm honest, I'll tell you straight. That is their own needy little way of they want the waiter to go, thank you, you're amazing.
Do you reckon
Thank
them
you.
people
You're
do it?
such a
No, but
kind
surely,
person."
no. But on the flip side, surely you should be helping them to make their job a little bit easier.
No.
Hang on. For example, you're sat around the table. They're on the opposite side of the table, and they want to grab something. Surely you'd pass it to them. Wouldn't you do that?
No.
Would you just sit there with your hands in the air?
No. Yeah, that's
Go
different.
for you.
Yeah, exactly.
I ain't doing that.
No, but that's why he can walk around the table.
Yeah, no, but let's say, you're right.
Oh,
if I'm the
come
corner,
on, kid.
No, Sach.
I think it's a two-way thing.
If we're having a conversation, right, and this waiter wants to take my plate, I'm not stopping the conversation and the
but
fun
then
and games.
that's different. But surely you could just be like, oh, there you go, just take it in it, move out of the way. Just move out of the way.
But I sometimes think also you can get in the way by trying to help them out.
Kedge
So
is the kind of guy that'll pick you up and put it further away. I'll stick on that
No,
table.
Tommy's right.
Yeah.
Because they've got techers how they want to do it.
exactly. So
And
you-
sometimes we've gone
No, I
pile it up
get
how
that.
they
I
want to
get
pay
they
you.
have
And also-
takers, but I'm just saying, at least make their life a little bit easier. Say if you're going there to do a job and someone, made your life easier, you'd be a bit appreciative.
Okay, let me break that down.
Yeah, go on.
Right, with you. Tell me right now, the waiter's come over, how are you making his life easier?
By just
Or
passing
her
them the
life
plate.
easier, huh?
Passing the plate or whatever's near you. Like,
Right, okay, so pass the plate.
Yeah.
Would you do a stack up?
I don't think I'd do a stack up.
Sach is a stack up.
I'm not a stack up. No.
DJ Stachy.
I'm not a
Stacky.
I'm not a stacker. But if there was something in front of
Sach
me,
does a little wipe. I know that. He does a little wipe.
yeah, because I just don't like dirt near me. That's not about the place.
And I was going to say that. I said, I'll clear
But
plates.
that's helping a waiter and a waitress because they will come and do that.
But that's for my benefit,
Yeah.
not his.
I'll clear plates when I feel like they've taken too long. And all the honey and
That's
bones
different.
and stuff and
Yeah,
tissues.
but no,
and
but I did.
all of it. I don't want it. I want to eat it.
Tommy,
Get it
you
away.
don't
Get it away.
Look. None of us are messy eaters, and we don't eat where there's just stuff flying all over the
Yeah.
place. We're not them kind of people.
No, but just like okay, so I'm picturing, I tell you,
Are you?
Milo and Logan. No, I'm picturing them, and they don't want the bit of basil, so they put that on the table. There's a bit of coriander that's gone on the table, something like that, or like the crusts of there fall off the plate, the bones of the ribs or whatever they might be.
Yeah,
eating,
yeah, I get it, I
so
get it.
all of that, but. In general, I'm thinking I don't think stacking them is a good idea as well because
I
then the
don't-
bottom of the plate gets
yeah, no,
liberal and
the stacking I'm not really a fan of. But if someone's coming over to grab something and it's next to you, just give it to them.
And you don't, right. Or maybe, you could nudge it a little bit.
Yeah, or nudge it to them,
I'm all
yeah.
for that. And actually, I tell you what, if we were chatting like this, right? Let's say we're sat in this line
Yeah,
like this,
yeah.
and someone came over and you were done, I would just lift your knife and fork up, put it on my plate,
Hello.
and I probably would have done a little stack.
There you go then.
But
See what I mean?
But not
See,
if I,
Kedge ain't that. Kedge would pick up the plate and throw it on the floor.
yeah. But if it was intense date
no,
night,
no.
then like, and we're having a
it's date
one-on-one,
night, yeah.
and I'm looking to your
Can't
eyes.
start just wiping
Nah,
and stuff
nah.
like
No,
that.
but even then, that's bad manners, bro. Because you should always, like, regardless of anything, you should still respect your space.
And I tell you on that note, I thought you were going to say is I tell you what I do is acknowledge them as they're taking.
And you
it.
should
No, that's
acknowledge
different.
it.
I'll chat. But
Yeah.
he's there to do a job.
Yeah,
Or
no,
she's
but
there to
Kedge
do a
is
job.
like, oh, here
And
you go,
I don't
mate,
want
and
to
then
interfere. I don't want to interfere. It's
Wow,
like it's
Kedge
like
doesn't want to
It's
interfere.
like
Isn't it?
me. It's like imagine if someone just started picking Satch's tunes.
Yeah. So it's
No,
right.
that's different.
I'm just
that's
helping you though,
different.
Sach.
No, that's different.
I'm
That's
just helping
different. No, you've got me to do a service for you, and that's the service I'm
Right.
providing. This is a bit different because this is stuff that's in your space. Do you know what I mean? So you can just help move it out of the way.
Yeah.
It takes 2 seconds.
You know the key thing here is interference. That's it. It's interference versus helping.
Right.
Are you interfering?
Well, that is a very thin line.
Yeah.
And
So-
when we think we're helping, I think it's interference.
Right. So TK Maxx is what the line that we use. Dinnuki.
Yes.
Dinnuki.
Dinnuki.
TK became Dinnuki became TK became TK.
I don't
So-
even want to go out to dinner with you boys anymore. That's it, man.
I know, but I
need
had
some new
I had a
friends.
TK Maxx moment on the weekend.
Yeah.
Getting petrol, and I thought of you because I literally told myself,
Yeah.
Dinnuki,
Dinnuki.
Tommy.
Go on,
random.
what happened?
And we're going. Yeah. So I was in the petrol station. I go inside, and I'm waiting to queue up for the one person on the till who's taking the money, and then somebody else came along to serve and open up the till because there was somebody complaining to the one person. So I'm now queuing up for the person on the right.
Yeah.
The person on the left has just got this one desi man in front of her.
Yeah.
So she works behind the till. Like she's Asian.
Yeah.
He's Asian.
Yeah.
By the way, for the 3 other Gore who I looked at, nodded at throughout their argument
Were
between
laughing.
Desi and Desi,
Yeah.
they were laughing because you imagine for them, I mean, I'm just trying to picture it in another accent, like a Mexican accent and another Mexican accent.
Yeah.
You got two people talking like this. But sir, how is it my fault? He goes, well, is it my fault? And then, and to the Gore, I'm like, what must this look like? To me, it's just a couple of Desis having an argument. But they were enjoying it. We're all moving a bit slowly, kind of going, what's it over? So basically, the crux of the argument was this. He came in and he said that the petrol pump...
In the accent.
no, because I didn't hear this.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
I can't do that
That's all
accent.
right.
I can do the bits that I heard. But the petrol pump was still turning over, like money was coming, like clocking
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
But he hadn't pressed the
He's
pump.
not pressing the pump.
He'd stopped pressing the
Right,
pump, so
that's
there's no
weird.
petrol. And that was still going. And so I kind of came in at the not tail end, like midway through that.
Yeah.
And he's going, how do I know how much has gone? How do I know? But how do I know what has gone into the car?
Yeah.
How do I know?
Very
and
true.
she's going, yes, but you're telling me off. And he goes, well, who else do I talk to? And she goes, wait, but how is it my fault? And he said,
Brilliant.
that was his line. He goes, it's more your fault than it is my fault. And I'm like, he's got a
Yes.
point.
Yeah,
and I'm
he's
going,
got a
he's
point,
got,
yeah.
and I wanted to
Oh,
get-
Tommy.
No, Tommy, you
Bravo,
can't
I wanted
get
to
involved.
interject. I go, but I'm going, And I wanted to say to her, look, you can't deflect and go, not my fault. I work on the till. I don't work on the pumps.
Yeah.
It's all part of the same business.
Same establishment.
I wanted to say, you represent this organization, whatever,
Right, so
deal
it
with
was,
it.
right? So you have to help deal with it.
Yeah.
So you have to work out what it is or offer him a refund or work out.
Yeah, but how? But how
But
did
then
you
she started
actually
saying,
do
she goes, but you can clearly see the pump was broken. And he goes, how? Because it wasn't marked or that. So he's doing all that. And I'm just going, oh, but by then I've been served. Now I've got to leave. I don't know how to
You were
do
gonna
it.
leave. You were missing the
No.
episode.
Bro,
You're gonna
I
miss
watched
it.
5 series of a series. I missed
love
the
it.
final episode. But it was good tamasha for all
Do you
of
know
us
what?
there.
It's quite funny when I see two desis arguing with each other like that.
Yeah.
I feel like we ain't got to go back home for this.
Nah, yeah, it's great.
This is in our neck of the woods.
Yeah.
This is happening here. I'd have to fly to Mumbai to catch this.
But I think if he was Gora or she was Gora, they wouldn't have had that.
No,
But
they
it was-
wouldn't have
it was
had that.
because they had the music.
Yeah,
Like,
it was that.
अरे तू कौन लगता है?
Yeah.
तू कौन लगती? मेरा प्यो दा petrol
Yeah.
station है नहीं तेरी माँ दी.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
great.
Did you need a little hut would have just, hut.
Yeah.
Love
Love
he
that.
needs to look and go,
Love it.
two.
It's funny you just spoke about a little altercation at a petrol station because I had one yesterday when I went to fill up.
Oh, God.
Not me, but I went into the kiosk thing to pay, and I saw this lady kicking off with the guy, like the
Yeah.
manager guy in
Yeah.
the petrol station. I was thinking, what's going on here? Again, just standing there, kind of taking my time, gingerly walking around and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
And no one was serving me, so I was just standing and I was just listening to this because this was
That's all that was happening.
and that was all that was happening. No one was serving me. And the lady goes, oh, I've just seen it's charged me twice. You've taken that money twice out of the account.
yeah.
Card, yeah.
So the geezer was like, well, there's nothing I can do. It was in a Tesco. The geezer was like, there's nothing I can do in this part of the petrol station. You've got to go into the main store. Like,
Yeah.
I'll come with you. Like,
Yeah.
come with me. And and she was just adamant, no, I want the cash right now. And he was just like, it don't work like that. Like,
Yeah.
you need to come with me.
And we'll sort it
log
out.
it and
Yeah.
we'll sort it out. We'll give you a refund,
Yeah.
like through another till in
Yeah.
there or blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And she just wasn't having it. And it was just kicking right off. And then luckily, some other lady came and opened the till and I was just like, yep, thanks.
See, I don't go to petrol stations
Number
anymore
5.
'cause I've got electric car, so I miss out all of this fun.
Nah,
I
mate,
miss out
the
on all
petrol
of this
station
fun.
hungama is up there, mate, honestly.
Right, so then over to things we've learned this week.
Right.
Kedge, third time and you're out.
I think it's a good one.
Oh, yeah, for rubbish
2
one.
weeks has been.
I think
pretty
this is a
shit.
good one.
Do you want to...
Shall I go first so then you guys can
Yes,
clear
go on.
it? Because
Go
now
on,
obviously
please.
I'm being judged for it.
Please go first.
What was
All eyes are on you.
What was the first ever football international game?
What was the first ever international game? Well, okay, so football, if I'm right saying, was invented by
Yeah.
the English,
Yeah.
right? Or the British.
Yeah.
So it's their sport because everyone talks about how they invented it and the Brazilians
Or did they?
perfected it.
Yeah.
Well, that's what they're saying,
Yeah.
Did
So,
they? I don't know. I
I
know they did cricket, no?
Yeah.
Cricket was-
yeah,
yeah,
but then
English,
that's what
yeah.
they say. Yeah, they invented it, and the Indians perfected it,
Yeah.
whatever it is.
Yeah.
Not sure about football.
So it would be England versus Germany.
No, it was actually England versus Scotland, and it's exactly 150 years to the day today, which obviously on a Tuesday is England versus Scotland.
Yeah.
The friendly, which is the Battle of the Britain, which Tommy thought was some sort of TV show that I was talking about. Documentary.
Yeah, because in the message today, you just went, oh,
We've
we'll
gotta
do the
watch Battle of
podcast
Britain.
and watch a Battle of Britain. I thought,
Yeah,
because
that
yesterday
sounds-
you
that sounds
recommended some other
rubbish.
TV show,
Yeah.
which was Teddy Ma, Teddy Pa, whatever it is. Teddy Ma.
Your mum, my dad.
That's it, your mum, my dad.
Which is
You're not my dad.
Which is it's a brilliant show.
It's a dating show. with
wouldn't say
kids,
brilliant.
Yeah, Davina
I watched
McCall.
it.
I think it's got potential in it. Well,
It's just another reality show.
Sach was loving Davina McCall.
Yeah, she looked
but
good.
She looked good,
but-
yeah.
But she trains hard, bro.
Well, this is what I said to him. But 150 years, and it was the first
She's not
ever
that old,
international.
bruv. She's a lot
no,
more-
Going back to the fact, let's get back to the important stuff.
football.
150 years, England, Scotland, the first ever international football
It's
game,
happening today.
and it's happening
that's
today.
nice, yeah.
150 years,
Ain't that mad? Like a suck.
and James Maddison is the 75th Tottenham player to play for England.
Oh, so you just ruined it.
I just added that in.
It
And
was all
he's the
going
Spurs
well
player,
there.
isn't
I
he?
just thought I'd add that in.
It became-
Can I go next, seeing as it's
Go
a
on.
bit historical, the thing I've learned,
Yeah.
and seeing as he just kind of related it to a Spurs player, a Tottenham player,
Yeah.
mine's kind of related to Tottenham and just down the road from here, Tommy.
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah, go on.
Why is Seven Sisters called Seven
Oh,
Sisters?
that's a good one.
It says there's a station and an area. So
Yeah,
underground
there's a-
station.
No, I wouldn't even say the area. It's just the station is known as Seven Sisters.
Is that not the area? Okay,
No,
yeah.
not really.
I thought
There is Tottenham.
Well, yeah,
is it?
but-
Yeah,
yeah,
it's not
well,
a
yeah.
totem,
People
isn't it?
call
Yeah.
it Seven Sisters.
Well,
and stuff,
I'll
but-
be honest. I used to live in Seven Kings.
Yeah.
And I came out of a club once, quite drunk, and said, "I need, Seven Kings, head towards Seven Kings station." And the cabbie woke me up. I was obviously drunk in the back of the car, and he went, "We're here." I mean, where? He went, Seven Sisters. I was like,
done,
no.
mate.
And
Well
at that
done.
point, I didn't know where it was. So he's
Yeah.
called here, but then
Okay.
So Seven
Sisters.
Okay, so
Is
seven.
it do with-
What's that?
is it
Seven
something to do with?
brides.
Is it something to do with the royal family?
No.
There's that story of seven
I
brides.
don't
and
think
seven
you're going to
brothers.
get this because I was blown away when I found this out. I was like, what?
Seven Sisters. Was that the last time when Tottenham fielded a team and they won a
No.
trophy?
No,
I mean,
nothing to do with
is it,
football.
okay, is it to do with nurses, like sisters
No.
like that? Is it and
No.
nothing religious, like the
No.
sister?
No.
Seven.
Go on.
No. Okay.
So where the station is now, Seven Sisters,
Yeah.
there used to be 7 trees there.
Oh.
And they called them the Seven Sisters.
Ah.
They knocked the trees down to make the station.
Oh, that's
And
a
then
bit
they've
sad,
just
really.
called it Seven
They killed the
Sisters.
sisters
They killed the sisters, yeah.
and put a big underground.
But how
I was
does it
expecting
fit?
some. I was expecting
But
a bit,
that's just-
something a bit epic.
No, but it was because of trees, which I thought that's random,
Yeah.
isn't it?
And why they call them Seven Sisters? as
and
well?
I'll tell you what I like about
But it's
that.
just known as Seven Sisters. That's
Yeah.
it. Like
Yeah.
you don't.
No one
When you look
questions
at the Victoria line, what's the stop? Seven Sisters.
Seven Sisters.
You know where you're getting
That's
off.
where
Do
you
you
get
know what I
off
mean?
to get to Tottenham.
7
There you
trees.
go.
Now you know why it's called Seven Sisters. Okay, I've got 2, but I don't know which one to go with because
Just one's
The
allowed.
best
mate.
one, mate.
Save one for the podcast
Okay,
festival.
do you want the Indian Desi kind of fact, or do you
Oh, well,
want the Thai?
I
one?
think because you experienced Desi at the petrol station, let's go Desi again.
Okay, Desi. I always, for years, I thought, why do they say the same word for yesterday and for tomorrow?
Yes.
Do you know
Gal.
this?
Gal.
Why is it gal?
I know, but I don't know why.
Yeah.
Gal.
Why is
Aj gal.
You're gonna love this, Kedge.
Go on.
This fact is
Hit me.
so up your street.
Hit me.
Do you know, Sach? Why do we use the same word? We have a language where we've got chacha, mama, daya. You got fufur. You got all
Is
these
it
different.
shortened? Is it shortened for another word?
No.
Like because in Gujarati you'd say
actually, technically, it might be. It might be
because
short
in
word.
Gujarati it's gay kale yesterday.
yesterday.
And
Gale.
tomorrow is
No.
gale and auti gale is
Yeah.
like
The day after next.
So
Yeah.
it's the kale bit or gal.
Yeah.
Right. So
Gal.
I heard gal. I heard it from a Punjabi speaking person.
Yeah.
So they probably said it with a bit more of a Punjabi intonation, but effectively it's the same word.
Yeah.
And in Urdu and in Hindi and in
Gal.
Gujarati, right? Gal.
Yeah.
It comes from the word gal, which means death. To kill, and I wonder whether the word kill comes from
Yeah.
death because yesterday's dead and tomorrow's as good as dead. We have to live in the present.
oh very good.
So when they say gal, whether
bit
it's
morbid.
no, it's not because it's saying whether it's yesterday or tomorrow. It just
It's all
doesn't
about
matter.
now.
It's about the now.
Oh, see you dead.
no, not see you dead. Yeah,
See you dead.
I'll see you next dead.
See you next
Yeah.
dead, mate.
No, but I'm saying it's just that.
A
Look
way
at
of
that.
living.
in our
bit-
faiths, our cultures, our
I like
religions, across whatever they might be in South Asian countries.
Yeah.
They all have the same theoretical theory towards yesterday and tomorrow. And we're all about trying to be in the present,
That's
trying
it.
to enjoy the now,
That's
and
it.
trying to make the most of the now.
Very
So
good.
that's
Very good.
that's. I just thought that was a nice thing to say because I actually thought, oh, how basic is that? That we've
There's
got
a
the
bit
same
basic,
word for yes and tomorrow, and and I always take the mick out of it. Kind of go when Desis are leaving, they go okay, fir main aaya.
Yeah.
No, you're not. You're going.
Yeah.
But you talk about coming back, or they say, okay, when's he coming? Kal nu. When did he leave? Kal gaya. I'm like, well, it doesn't make no sense. Like,
it
I
doesn't
thought, but now it makes sense. I'm like, oh, actually,
I think it's just because I was just another thing in French and German. They're both different words. So it was obviously just an Asian
It
thing.
was
yeah.
and we know from the kind of the Eastern world they were ahead of the game when it came to
Exactly.
things like that and understanding
Exactly.
spirituality. So Gal, that's the reason behind it. There you go. Got a little Desi fact here.
Speaking of something that's not happening tomorrow, if you're listening to this on a Thursday, we're speaking about something that's happening on a Saturday.
Yep.
Is our live podcast in London.
Saturday the
Looking forward
16th
to
of
that.
September. Oh, do you want tickets? Who wants tickets?
Who wants tickets?
Not going to happen. Why not? Sold out ages ago.
Can I just say though, we gave the last pair away this week.
Oh, yeah,
this week
and-
on
yeah.
our Instagram.
And you know what? People were complaining that
Yeah.
it was a difficult question. And
Oh,
the
well,
question was
it
really
wasn't- it
simple.
wasn't a difficult question.
It was so easy. And I think that we had to basically find which out of the 4 statements was false. And the answer was Tommy has worked on Choice FM.
Okay.
And people were struggling to get that. People like
That's false,
People
clearly,
didn't. Yeah,
'cause
that's
you
false.
haven't.
No, I haven't. Definitely haven't.
Yeah.
No, but like people.
I rung in once
People
on a late
Yeah,
night
no,
show.
but that's
Yeah,
not
well, I
the
mean, we used to always listen.
And
to
the
it.
other
Yeah, I
options,
love
well, I'll
Choice.
tell you what they were. Kedge loves a Versace t-shirt, which everyone knows he does.
32 people thought that was a fake statement.
No,
Yeah.
no,
They're not one day. They're not the day ones.
They don't know.
Sach went to Ghana, which I've spoken to about on the
Many
podcast.
times.
Yeah, and you said it was amazing, by the way.
which I love.
What's that place?
Accra.
Accra.
Yeah. And the
Bruv,
other,
I've been looking. Sorry, very quickly. I've googled it a few times since then.
You're
The
gonna go.
beaches look amazing.
yeah,
the
it's
water,
wicked.
yeah,
It's wicked.
sorry.
And the last thing was Tommy has been on Blind Date, which we've spoken about loads of times.
Been on
Many
it.
a
Worked
time.
on
So
it.
those three were pretty basic, I think.
Yeah,
if you
I thought it
listen
was
to
easy.
the,
And
Yeah.
we had people going, "Oh, Kedge must have set that question. It was so tough, and it was so." And I was just like, "My God, that was so easy."
Yeah.
it was easy. And can I say who the winner was?
Yeah.
Harmon. She won the tickets.
Harmon.
Harmon, surname.
There's no,
She's
it's
on-
like there's no harm in entering.
No, she's the winner. She's the winner. There was quite a few people that got it right. It's about 90 no, not 90%.
Over
I'd say-
100.
Yeah, there was over 100 people.
Oh
Definitely.
yeah.
That
Over
got it
100
right.
people, but yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry to the people that didn't win tickets, but no
Again,
doubt.
all went for a random checker, and her name came out.
Yeah.
And I messaged her, and I was just like, "Look," kind of said it. I was just like, "We can only kind of really give you these tickets if you can make it. If you're not, I'm going to redraw it, kind
Yeah.
of thing, because it's only
Yeah.
fair, right?
That's
We want-
only
we
fair.
want-
It's only fair.
And
Can
she
I-
goes, "No, 100%. I'm going to be there. I've already got a +1." I was like, "Wicked! There you go.
Right.
Here's the tickets."
I'm going to do a little dangler, and if I'm not allowed to dangle this, Sach will edit it out. But we've got another big concert coming at the end of the year for a competition, and we're hopefully going to do our own little something special, a little special night as well that we're planning as well.
Yeah.
So my point is, because I always hate. I can never be happy for anyone who's won tickets to anything. You know, when I'm listening, or even like the lottery number, they go,
What do you mean?
and somebody in France has won the 132 million. I go, puta. Yeah, I do. No,
You
I'm
wouldn't know
not-
the winner.
I'm not.
Oh no! Hang on a minute. You can't give tickets or something free to everybody.
No, I know. What I'm saying is, if you're like me and you're listening in, kind of go, I entered that. I knew what the answer was.
Well, tough.
Blah, blah, blah. I know that is tough.
I'll
So
go-
what I'm
I'll-
doing is, I'm
I'll
just giving them a little
play
dangle
the lottery.
of something else to look forward to.
Oh, I see. Oh, there's more to come. Is what you're
But
saying.
then again, that's still a competition. You might lose that as well.
Yeah,
so-
you might, but at least I'm trying to keep
You
them
never know.
motivated,
Yeah.
bruv. It's
Yeah,
just
you gotta
I'm
plant
saying-
the seed
I'm
for
saying
the tree
don't-
to grow.
Yeah, don't worry. You didn't win this time. There will be other opportunities.
But you might lose that one.
Tu
as well.
nachala, teri variya, tu nachala. No,
Tu
your
nachala,
tam-
me
tam-
nachala.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's like a French lesson. That's like the tricolor books. Tu nachala, man nachala, asi,
Yeah.
nache.
Yeah. We'll see. Nache as well. Right. That's the end of that.
There you go. Thank
We'll
you very
see you
much.
on Saturday, though.
Saturday for the live podcast, King's Place. If you've got tickets, we'll see you there. But of course, you'll be able to listen to it as usual. We'll release it as a normal episode the following week. So you
No,
can
it
hear.
won't be. It might not be the
Oh,
following. week.
it might be a couple of,
Yeah,
until we
it
get
might
it
be a
back
couple
from
of
them.
weeks
Yeah,
time,
yeah.
yeah.
But either way, you'll be hearing it real soon as well. So until then, have a good one. Look after yourself, and we'll see you soon. Laters.
Les.
Laters.